Do you know the incense sticks that you use in your house is as bad as the smoking cigarettes or the smoke that comes out of tobacco? Many people do not know because that is one of the ingredients that we use in our house, incense sticks for day to day, just for enhancing the mood or for rituals or a spiritual purpose. But we never realize that it is actually it is hurting our lungs. So, is it really useful? Is there any meaning behind using these aromatic sticks, and what is the right way to do it, and what is the easiest thing to do? So that's what we are going to talk about it today. So if you actually look at it, in 2013, University of Carolina, they conducted a research, and they found out that the incense sticks that people use it, most of the people, and they found out that it contains a lot of carcinogen gases like carbon monoxide or sulfur dioxide or some volatile organic components or oxides of nitrogen. So all these chemicals are not good for our health, and it really affects our memory system. It damages our DNA in a long term, and it weakens an organ. It weakens our internal organs, and your memory will become very weak over time, and you will become more biased in thinking. So you will not make a right and efficient decision. So because you're influenced by that kind of smoke, and it interferes with your sensory organs inside you, and you will end up making wrong decisions, or your emotions will not be in a stable position. So you will be very volatile with your feelings. So what happens here is, in the olden days they had this original version of all these herbs and they were using it, but today most of them in the market, because of the production value, to increase the production, they had to depend on synthetic and other aromatic artificial ingredients, which is the major reason for all these things. If you know those formulas and you can prepare it by yourself with original herbs, then it is very good. In fact, it has a lot of medicinal property. One of the simple solution I can tell you is use this Sambrani or Benzoin, so which is nothing but a resin from the tree, from more specific kind of tree, and there are multiple varieties, black version, white version, and each has its own property. If you talk about Sambrani itself, there is a lot of things we can talk about it. That is one practice you can burn daily in the morning, and morning when the time of sunrise you will have to do it, and the evening when the time of the sunset. Mostly it is the twilight time, or spiritually we call as Brahma Muhurta or evening Pradosham time is an ideal time to do, because that is the time all these insects and bacteria which wakes up from their sleep, because their sleep cycle is different and our sleep cycle is different. They wake up and they become very active, and they look for the food, nothing else. They are not looking to hurt us or harm us. They are looking for their survival, how we look for survival. So they look for their own survival, and unfortunately we are their prey. So in order to drive them, you can use Sambrani, which is a very ancient old method, which is antibacterial, antifungal and antiviral, and it has a lot of medicinal properties. Chinese medicine, Japanese medicine, Indian traditional medicine, Ayurveda, everywhere they use it. So technically the temple, wherever you go, they do all these rituals. It's nothing but a therapeutic process where you are putting yourself and you're experiencing that energy to become more healthier. So inside your house you can also create it. So make sure in the morning, the twilight time and the evening time, at least in the evening time, you should definitely do burn Sambrani. There are a lot of spiritual practices along with Sambrani, like you can chant certain mantras to invoke those into the smoke, and you can spread it across the room. But those practices have been stopped now, but only Islamic brothers or Muslim brothers, they do it very religiously even now. You might see in the shop, there will be one guy coming with Sambrani, and he'll be praying and spreading the energy everywhere, and people reward him with whatever they have. And that is one of the very good practice that came from Arab to India, and we all can make use of it, and it's practiced in all kinds of lifestyle practices. Even in the church they do, even in the mosque or temple they do it in a different form with a different herb with a different objective. But in general you can use this Sambrani in your house and morning and evening, and you can see the energy change and the emotions in the house. The mood of the house changes, it becomes more positive. All these negative thoughts would get vaporized because of this particular Sambrani. So try to use it, and do share your feedback and let us know what kind of benefits you have noticed it, and avoid using this market made incense sticks and chemical based it unless you know it is organic. The safest method is to buy this Sambrani, which is very raw. They can't make duplicate in it, and buy a good quality and start using on it. That's all I have for now. It's a very good question. I really enjoy sharing this, and let's continue to have our valuable discussions in our WhatsApp group. Thank you. Bye.